Welcome to Out of the Blue number 492. Here's a little sentence I'm going to refer to later. Magic is the transference of causation. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is a magician will deal you some cards and then you'll pick one and he'll shuffle it and he'll claim through some special means to either glean what your card is or produce it or do this. And so what's actually happening is he has one method, which he has, maybe he hides it in his hand or up his sleeve, and he's transferring the causation. Okay, the transfers of causation. So what he says is causing this is his mental powers, when really what's causing it is some other method. So the causation has been transferred. And I'm going to use that to talk about our finished batch of fart brownies. Now, before I talk about transference of causation and the magic of these fart brownies, I want to say that it's not all fun and games. It's actually what I did was I boiled down the broccoli, I boiled down the cauliflower, I boiled down the beans, and then I poured that mixture into an iron skillet. And I added a little olive oil, mild olive oil, and also, by the way, at no point was there any salt added to the broccoli or the cauliflower or the beans, because salt will ruin this whole thing. You don't want salty brownies. As it is, the cauliflower and the broccoli flavor gets masked because the chocolate and the sugar and all that are so strong. But what I've done here is I've included all these vitamins. There's iron from the iron skillet, there's vitamin B from the olive oil, and there's whatever minerals are in the cauliflower and the broccoli. So these fart brownies, or barking brownies if you prefer. Oh, anyway, I didn't mention that yet. I went to the store to get some brownie mix to make these brownies, and they have this new stuff they're calling brownie bark. And I thought to myself, well, these brownies are going to bark all right. What they call brownie bark is just an extra thin brownie, and who wants an extra thin brownie? So I put in 2 packages of this brownie bark, and it asks for oil and water. They say butter and water, but this is just a suggestion. You know, you can replace the butter with olive oil or any kind of oil. But if you use olive oil, use a mild olive oil. Otherwise, because you don't want your brownies to taste like olive oil. So use the flavorful olive oil for like an oil vinegar salad, and you use the mild olive oil for things like this. So anyway, this whole fart brownie thing is part of making something healthy, because farts are healthy. So but the transference of causation, I wanted to talk about that in terms of this and in terms of magic. So transference of causation is just an idea in magic. But how does it apply to this? Well, this batch of brownie mix came with this toffee. It's the toffee brownie bark, or as I'm calling them, barking brownies. So the transfers of causation is that it came with this little packet of toffee, and I only put the toffee on half of the thing, right? Because I don't want any. So I put the toffee on half. But if let's say you're working at a summer camp and you're doing this for kids, you can tell, and you want to save all that nutrition in the broccoli and in the cauliflower that gets boiled out. You want to save all that so you can boil it down and put it in here. So you're actually saving nutrition. But you do this for kids, and then you take this something. Let's say you put something on top like M&Ms or sprinkles or this toffee stuff. You tell the kids that the little sprinkles cause farts. You say, if you don't want to fart, don't eat any sprinkles. Then the kids will work themselves up trying to... Some kids will want to eat the sprinkles, and some kids will want to avoid the sprinkles. But actually, it's a transfer of causation, because all the kids who eat the brownies are going to get the farts, because the farts are not in the sprinkles or not in the toffee. The farts are in the stuff itself. So this introduces a magic principle of transfers of causation, and it also introduces a cooking principle of not throwing away things like the water that you boil your vegetables in, because it's nutritious. You don't want to throw it away. And so I want to just finish up on the pot brownie. I mean, not pot brownie, sorry. Fart brownie. I guess not. This is not that, but I guess if you were creative, you could actually make fart pot brownies. But I'm not. I have not made pot brownies. This is only fart brownie. You're on your own if you want to make fart pot brownies. Um, and so I wanted to introduce those ideas. And from now, for the next one, I'm going to start talking about um, this afterlife world. And I'm going to go cut up the brownies, and I'm going to share them with Jack and with the guys downstairs. Okay, thanks. See ya.